Imagine waking up every morning at the age of 105. You stretch your body, take a deep breath, and walk outside to greet the sunrise, with no pain, no fatigue, and a mind sharper than ever. Sounds unbelievable, right? But this isn't a fantasy. This is the real, everyday life of one of Japan's oldest doctors, a man who still moves, smiles, and teaches after crossing 100 years of age. And when asked about his secret to a long, disease-free, and happy life, he simply says, "I eat these every single day, and I've done it for 70 years. Today we'll uncover exactly what those foods are, how they protect your body from aging, and how you can easily include them in your own daily routine, no matter where you live. So stay till the end, because this one could truly add years to your life and life to your years." Japan is home to more centenarians, people over 100, than almost any other place on Earth. And among them are dozens of doctors, teachers, and farmers who still work, walk, and think with energy that defies their age. One of them is Dr. Shigeaki Hinohara, Japan's most respected longevity expert, who lived to 105 and continued working until his final days. He didn't rely on expensive supplements or modern fads. He followed a simple, natural daily diet inspired by traditional Japanese wisdom. Foods that fuel the body, cleanse the blood, balance the gut, and protect every organ from aging. Today you'll discover 1. The 5 foods Dr. Hinohara and other long-living Japanese elders eat daily. 2. The powerful science behind each food. 3. How these foods protect against common aging diseases. 4. And how you can adapt this ancient wisdom to modern life. Let's begin with the first food, the one Japanese elders call the gift of life. The 5 everyday foods that keep Japanese elders young. 1. Natto, the fermented miracle. If there's one food the doctor never skips, it's natto, fermented soybeans. Yes, it's sticky, slimy, and has a strong smell, but it's one of the most powerful longevity foods on Earth. Here's why. It's packed with vitamin K2, which helps keep your arteries flexible and prevents calcium buildup, protecting your heart and brain. It contains a natural enzyme called nattokinase, proven to support healthy blood flow and lower the risk of clots. And because it's fermented, it's full of probiotics that balance your gut bacteria, boosting your immunity, digestion, and even mood. Dr. Hinohara once said, "A healthy gut equals a healthy life. If your stomach is happy, your body will follow." How to add it to your life? If you can't find natto locally, try other fermented soy products like tempeh, miso, or even kimchi and yogurt. The goal is to get those good bacteria every day. 2. Seaweed, nature's multivitamin. From breakfast soups to snacks, seaweed is everywhere in Japan. And for good reason. Seaweed contains more than 60 essential minerals, including magnesium, calcium, iodine, and iron, nutrients that most aging adults lack. The iodine in seaweed supports thyroid health, which keeps your metabolism and energy stable. Fucoxanthin, a special compound in brown seaweed, fights inflammation and helps burn fat naturally. Its fiber supports digestion and removes heavy metals from the body. The Japanese eat small portions of seaweed almost daily, in soups, rice dishes, and salads. How to add it? Sprinkle dried seaweed flakes on rice or soup, or have a seaweed snack once a day. Even a teaspoon a day can make a difference. 3. Small fatty fish, the brain and heart protector. Unlike many Western diets focused on red meat, Japanese elders eat small, oily fish like sardines, mackerel, and anchovies. These fish are rich in omega-3 fatty acids, EPA and DHA, essential for brain function, joint flexibility, and heart protection. Omega-3s reduce inflammation, the root of aging diseases like arthritis, diabetes, and Alzheimer's. They also help maintain memory and mental clarity, a major reason why Japan has some of the lowest rates of dementia worldwide. Dr. Hinohara often said, "Eat food that swims in clean water, not what walks in fields." How to add it? Include grilled or baked small fish 2 to 3 times a week. If you're vegetarian, you can get omega-3s from flaxseed, chia seeds, or algae oil supplements. 4. Miso soup and fermented foods, the healing broth. Every Japanese home starts the day with a bowl of miso soup, warm, nourishing, and filled with life. Miso is made by fermenting soybeans with rice or barley, creating a rich source of probiotics, enzymes, and plant protein. It supports gut health, immune defense, hormonal balance, detoxification, fermented foods like pickled vegetables, tofu and tsukimono, Japanese pickles, also play a huge role. They provide beneficial bacteria that keep digestion smooth and the gut microbiome young. How to add it? A cup of miso soup before your meal improves digestion and nutrient absorption. Try adding miso paste to soups, stews, or marinades. 5. Green tea, the drink of immortality. Japanese elders drink green tea multiple times a day, especially matcha and sencha. Green tea is loaded with catechins, powerful antioxidants that fight cell damage, lower cholesterol, and improve brain function. It also contains L-theanine, an amino acid that calms your mind without making you sleepy, promoting mental clarity and relaxation. Studies show regular green tea drinkers have lower risks of heart disease, stroke, and certain cancers. How to add it? Drink 2 to 3 cups daily, ideally without sugar. Matcha powder can also be added to smoothies for an extra boost. The science of longevity, why it works. Let's connect the dots between these traditional foods and modern science. Natto's vitamin K2 keeps calcium in your bones and out of your arteries, preventing heart attacks and osteoporosis. Seaweed's minerals support the thyroid, keeping metabolism stable even in old age. Fish omega-3s protect neurons and blood vessels, slowing down aging at the cellular level. Fermented foods rebuild the gut microbiome, which modern research calls the second brain. Green tea catechins act as anti-aging warriors, protecting DNA and reducing oxidative stress. Combined, these foods work in harmony, balancing gut, blood, and brain. That's the real secret. Not one superfood, but a balanced symphony of nature's medicine. Adapting the Japanese longevity diet to your life. You don't need to move to Japan or find rare ingredients to follow this wisdom. Start small. Add 1 fermented food per day. Replace 1 meat meal with fish or plant protein. Drink a cup of green tea instead of soda. Sprinkle seaweed on your soup or salad. Eat lighter dinners, something Dr. Hinohara strongly believed in. He once said, "Eat half as much as your body wants and you will live twice as long." Consistency is what matters, not perfection. The message of Dr. Hinohara's life. At 100, he was still giving lectures. At 103, he was writing books. At 105, he still woke up every morning at 5:30 a.m. to work. When people asked how he stayed so young, he said, "Eat lightly, move daily, stay curious, and never retire your spirit." He believed that aging isn't a disease, it's an art. And what you eat is the paint that colors your years. So the next time you sit for a meal, remember this. Every bite can either age you faster or help you live longer. Choose wisely, eat mindfully, and live joyfully. Because longevity isn't about adding years to life, it's about adding life to your years. If this video inspired you, click like, subscribe, and share it with someone who dreams of a healthy, long, and happy life. And tell us in the comments, which of these 5 foods will you start eating from tomorrow? Together, let's make mindful aging a global movement, one mindful meal at a time.